bring Ivan into the yard in the mornings. Him and Johnny, they get to eat by themselves. And he gets a brush job. And don't you mess with my camera. Don't mess with my camera. Today, I don't know if I can set that up right or not. Today is Breezy's birthday. So I called her and wished her a happy birthday. Friday, the farriers are coming to look at Amy. Hopefully they can get her feet trimmed. Her feet need trimming. Her hooves. Someone said, well, let her look at Ivan. Ivan's look good, but I'll let her look at him. Ivan's hooves look good. Look at Ivan. Tell him, Ivan. But you'd be welcome to look at him. But anyway, beautiful day. The wind's blowing. Beautiful day though. Today is Wednesday the 4th. I'm not sure what day I'll get this out to you guys. Hopefully. Next day or two. I try to stay 2 or 3 days ahead, okay? And I'll tell you why, because I never know what's going to come up. If something comes up and I'm not going to get a video done, and then you might not get a video, and a lot of you may not care, but a lot of you do. And so I try to stay a couple of days ahead so I can make sure I can get something out to you. And see, Johnny has to eat with Ivy. They can't eat with other animals, see? They can eat together. Ivy will eat with Miracle, but Miracle is hoggish. She'll push Ivy out of his feed trough so she can eat. The other day I went and gathered eggs, and someone said, you sure cut that off quick because you saw Ivy and Miracle coming. I had to make an escape because Miracle sees a bucket. It don't matter if there's eggs in it or what. She's going to almost take the bucket away from you. And I'd have had busted eggs all over that yard. So when I saw her come through that gate, I cut the camera off and run. Well, run. Run the best I can run. But anyway, it's 4th. Everything's fed up. Beautiful day. I just got through feeding and brushing Amy. I want to brush Ivan. I'm fixing to go gather eggs. G and Kim, they're gone again. They run off again this morning. It gave me that quiet time I like. She said, I'm gone, baby. I'm leaving. So, okay, honey. Have fun. I think they want to get their nails done or something. I think. And I had that quiet time with my coffee and Heidi. We sat there and I looked at a few comments and stuff and looked at Daniel's video about Bree's birthday. He told me he was making something special for her birthday. It's cute. And I had to call her this morning. But that story I told is true. I would pick her, I was there right after I retired, and I'd go by it. I still drove a bus. But I got home early enough to go out and pick her up every day from her school was like half a day. And I'd go pick her up. And we'd always go to Sonic, because she always wanted French fries. Okay. And that particular day, for some reason, she decided she just going to be a little bad girl and tell that teacher she didn't know that man. I drive up, her little name tag's hanging on my mirror. I guess the new teacher didn't recognize me or something. I don't know, because usually the same teachers come out with the children. But anyway, she sees the name, and all the little children lined up on their benches, you know, to get in the cars as we line up. I finally worked my way to the front. She sees, you know, Breezy, Bree's sitting on the bench. She goes and gets her. She says, come on, baby. Walks her, and she opens my back door for her to get in. Breezy, I don't know that man. I don't know that man. I felt about this tall, and the teacher like looking at me like, uh-oh, we got some kind of a pervert here. And my cousin, she was a secretary at the school. And she always was standing there at the window watching everybody load. And she saw what was going on, and she come out and says, put her butt in that car, that's her grandpa. The minute we get in the car, she says, can we go to Sonic, Papa? No, ma'am, we ain't going to Sonic. I'm angry with you. I brought her little butt home. She didn't do it no more. Anyway, I had to call and wish her a happy birthday. I'm fixing to go gather the eggs while he's eating his breakfast here. Funny thing is, all these guineas here now, I can't really tell you the difference in them. There's one group of 13, and then the older group, it's like about 10 or 12, I guess, in the old group. And they run in different groups. And then the little new groups, the little 4 that was raised with the chickens, they only eat with the chickens. They don't eat with the other guineas. They'll eat with the chickens. And they roost with the chickens. These guys roost here in this tree. And the old group roost out there in those pine trees in front of Daniel's yard. And sometimes over by my shop. It's kind of depends on where they're at when it gets dark, I guess. All right, let's go gather up the eggs. I'm going after the eggs. You stay here, Johnny. There's nothing, look, there's nothing in that bucket. All right, y'all stay here. Someone was asking me, they said, talking about cubes, and they said, someone had told them or whatever, is cubes just a filler? No, cubes is actually, they're 20% the ones I buy, and they're compressed forage or grain and forage grass, and it's ground all up together. Vitamins and minerals are all added, and they're 20% protein. I don't feed them straight, but I feed them with hay. They get hay. Oh, there's those 4 little guineas out there with the chickens here. Yeah, so they say they stay hang out with the chickens. We're not guineas, Papa. We're chickens. Anyway, so cubes are very good. In fact, some places recommend you only give like 3 or 4 pounds per animal per day, as long as they have forage. And my cows always have hay in front of them. And I had to put that chair in front of the door. The chickens can go in and out, but that keeps Ivan from wanting to go in when he comes up here to get a drink during the evenings. If he stays here in the afternoon when they're out here in the pasture with the hay. If not, Ivan will go in there. Miracle will go in there too. She goes in there, she gonna break something. She'll go in and break something. We get 7 eggs a day. There was 3 over here, and I stuck them all over together. We got 7 hens. They're all laying. I put a light on them, and it kind of stimulates the laying, because wintertime, when it gets longer nights, that kind of slows them down on their laying, I think. I know that big chicken farms that raise chickens for the eggs, the cage layers, they all have lights on them, I think about 24 hours a day. So mine, they have access to go outside now. I don't keep them pinned up. We're not having no problem right now with any kind of predators. If things start getting kind of scary out here at night, I'll close them completely up. And sometimes Heidi will let me know if there's something going on in the pen out here, plus the goats. And Ivan has been staying over here a couple of nights a week with them, or last couple of nights. See Miracle out there. And so I don't worry about nothing coming here when Ivan's in here. So, all right. You know, there are some folks that would say Ivan is in charge, but actually, him and his partner here both, I guess. They kind of rule the roost outside. Don't you, Johnny? Tell him, Johnny. Some say, what's the deal? We don't get to see Sophie and Carrie as much. Well, I'm gonna tell you, they actually run with the goats more. Johnny don't really care to run with the goats. And they can come in when they want to, but they usually run out with the goats when the goats go out in the mornings. I can't leave them in the front yard like I can Johnny. They tear down. They don't just eat off the shrubs. They will tear them down. Johnny will go along and trim them. he's kind of trimming stuff. But here in a little while, Johnny and Ivan both will be going back out with the goats. But I like to let Ivan in the mornings. He eats where he wants to eat. He sleeps where he wants to sleep. Some days he comes around to his little man cave, and that's where he wants to be. And some days, Sophie and Carrie will be with him, and Johnny, and they'll all go in there. Some days, he don't want them in there with him. He kind of contrary. And some days, he wants to be with the goats. So it's kind of like Ivan does what Ivan wants to do. Don't you, Ivan? You're kind of in charge here. Yes, you are. You're Papa's boy. Yes, you are. You're my boy, Ivan. And I buy square hay for Ivan and square bales. It's very good quality hay. And he gets to come in and munch on it. And I've put a bale in the little goat house in their little hay manger, and they can munch on it at night as they want to. And so everything else uses the round bales. I give Amy some of this here hay also as a treat. She has the round bales, her and her two little goat friends in there, but I give her just some of this every morning when I feed her as an extra treat after she gets through with her grain. Johnny, he is Johnny. He's just Johnny. You got an itch? You want me to itch it? You want me to itch it, Johnny? Come here. Papa will itch it. Come over here. I'll itch it through. I'll get you ready. Oh, yeah, I got it. I got that itch, Papa. I started my heater, changing those heaters out yesterday, and there's that old cabinet right there behind the chair. I got to take it away. And that other heater, I'm going to bring it out of there, and I get time to take it to my shop. One day I get some time, I'll clean it all out, take it apart, clean it good, try to find out why it kicks that breaker. I changed the breaker out. So it's not the breaker. I put a brand new breaker in it. It's just something with that heater. Pulling too many amps, watts, or whatever. But I'm gonna check it out. All right, I got chores to do. Well, I can't go now. I can't go now. She says, you would get more done if it wasn't for that Johnny. Johnny would come over and lay down beside me, wherever I'm at. One day he laid off over there, and I said, Johnny, that's rude. He got up and come lay down beside me. So I sat down. Johnny lays down. Ouch, Johnny, your horns, baby. We're gonna do something about them horns, Johnny. Them horns hurt. They hurt. But Johnny will come up and stick his head up underneath my legs and then raise up, and them little horns are kind of sharp. I think what I'm gonna do, seriously, I'm gonna sand off the very tip, just kind of make them more blunt. They're sharp. It'd be like your fingernail. It ain't gonna hurt him. He ain't gonna feel it. Just about like, be still, about that much. Just be still, Johnny, trying to show him. Just the tip of it. Just get that sharp edge off. Yeah. Y'all seen enough of this stuff. I would tell her goodbye. Say goodbye, folks. I love that boy. I love this boy. Yes, I do. What are you doing? What are you doing? Gigi comes home, see you out here in her chairs. Thank you. I'll be in trouble. Why you let that go? I'll say, gee, he's got a name. Well, why you let Johnny get on a chair? Well, I didn't let him. He just decided to hop up there and then hop off. And poor Heidi, she's out of it. I ain't getting nothing done. Folks, what's wrong with me? I ain't getting nothing done. I'm sitting here with these two. And Heidi, Robin was here. I want to show you something real quick, though. You know, he come in here this morning to eat his breakfast, okay? He eat his breakfast. Now he come over here to eat some hay. And I'd left and went and got the eggs. I come back already. Oh, look at that box. Look at the corner of that box. He was trying to tear that box open. I guarantee you, there's cookies in that box. I guarantee it. Anyway, some of these things were stored in buddies. We're going to open them here today or tomorrow and make a video, give some goodies for the first day I can. They were dropped off probably by new drivers. They've had a lot of drivers running, trying to deliver Christmas gifts and stuff to everybody. And anyway, they got dropped off down there at Buddy's over the holidays. Everybody locked them up because they were going to be gone, and he put them in his closet, and I wasn't home that day. And in his closet, in his garage. And so it was a few days before I got them back out of there when he got back. So we're going to open them up. But I haven't come over here right off and starts tearing into this one. You can't do stuff like that, son. It's not right. He don't care. It's for me, Papa. I'm going to check the name on it, Ivan. If it's from you, I'm not going to complain. Look at that. Look at that name. Ivan knows it's his. Ivan saw it and opened it up. Papa's sit here by you. Get this loading chute. I thought I was supposed to load you up. You want to be loaded up? That's my girl. I know. All right, guys, I ain't got nothing done. It's y'all's fault. Actually, it's Ivan's fault. And her fault. Johnny's fault. Heidi's fault. Kippy's fault. I'm gonna blame everybody. She gets home and says, "What you get done?" I'm gonna go ahead and work on my heater. I gotta go, baby girl. Catch you guys later.